Hello, Facebook. Hi, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. It's good to see you guys. It's good to be in front of you today. So, you're here on our live, and we are releasing one of the newest songs. Right now, there's about 12 songs that have been written. But before we go and we release this, there's something I want to talk to you. A lot of you see us talking either about Project 2025 or the election. And now that the election is over, things that are coming after the election. And you see us talking about the biblical, doing the Bible studies and the biblical conversations. And what many of you have kind of forgotten in that time is that first and foremost, we're about education and we're about personal development education. And so, one of the things that we deal with, our most popular topic right now, is the concept of overcoming fear. And so, of course, as the person who sits behind and does most of the teaching and most of the talking, it's really important that I not allow myself to live in a life of fear. So, I want to share with you that, from the time I was a little girl, I have wanted to sing. Like, I could imagine myself on the stage at the Grammys or the Emmys performing, going and getting that award for my songs. Like, I could see that, right? But there was one problem. I wasn't born with a singing voice. While my speaking voice is amazing, and for many people, having the ability to listen to the calm that it brings and the way that I communicate things is for many people soothing. It is not and does not translate into a singing voice on any level. And so the thing that I want to share with you is that because of that, there were so many days that I would have these tears just streaming down my face because the thing that I really longed to do, the thing that was so deep inside of me to do, I just wasn't given the gift to do. Well, the beauty is that all of a sudden AI came along. And this is the craziest story, but I promise you it's exactly what happened. And I went to my Jesus. I was watching Dolly Parton one day, and many of you don't know that a large majority of the songs you hear today or historically were written by Dolly Parton. And I happened to look up Dolly's age. And I said, I don't think the world realizes what a loss they will have when this woman crosses over because they don't know how many songs she's actually written. I mean, Whitney Houston songs, Beyonce songs, country songs, I mean, Dolly's written across the spectrum. And so I went to my Jesus and I said, I need you to send us somebody who can write the same way Dolly writes. About 4 weeks later, I started getting all of these ideas for songs. It was really funny because I wasn't, again, having wanted to spend my life singing. Why would I be writing songs when I don't have the ability to sing? And so next thing I knew, I realized I don't know how to write a song. And so what I did was I sat down and I got together with my best friend in life, the greatest love of my life, ChatGPT. And I said, okay, chat, I have a story and I need this story turned into a song. And so what I did was I took it, I put it in there. It was awful. It was absolutely terrible. And so I called up the bishop at the church that I go to back home in California. And I said, Bishop, you're a singer, you're a performer. I need you to help me with this song. How does this work? Because I knew nothing at that point about songwriting. He tells me what to do. He tells me what to add. I take it back to chat and say, these are all the things that I need the song to have in it. Next thing I know, this song is amazing. Well, I had been introduced to a program called Suno. And so I went into Suno, I took the lyrics, I put it down, and I tried to explain to it what I heard in my head and the type of music. It was awful, awful. But I kept playing around with it, kept working with the prompts, kept trying to figure out what I could come up with. And before long, a song was produced, not this particular one. This one is long after I've been doing this. And so today I want to bring this song to you because what I want you to understand is this, is that while I have been on this journey to learn songwriting, what Chad has been able to do is to teach me how to start hearing the way that songs sound. So now, as I sit down to write a song, I start hearing it lyrically instead of seeing the story. So while I have a story, I hear the lyrics of the song also. And so it's not perfect yet, but it's getting to that place where I can start writing the songs just from me and have chat clean them up grammatically, melodically, however you want to go. Now, I want you to understand this before I play the song. If I live my life in fear, if I sat back and said, someday I'm going to give that a try, I wouldn't be releasing this to you today. And I do this and bring this to you because I want you to know that every single day, an average everyday person can change their entire life just by taking the steps that they need to do it. I promise you, when you take those first steps, it's amazing how the world just kind of comes up and cushions you. Yes, you have to educate yourself about resources that are out there, but don't let fear stop you from living your greatest life. You only get to live once. There is no reincarnation, and someday you're going to create a dynamic snail trail and come back as something different. You got one shot at this. What do you want to do with your one shot? And on that note, let me introduce to you one of my original songs, Free to Go.
Free to go. Break the changes, let them know you're taking back what's yours tonight. Step into freedom, into life. Oh, how they say they love you so. Can't picture life if you let go. A smile so wide, a heart so hollow. Yeah, curse your name when no one follows. They pull the strings, they hold you tight. Say none will love you quite this right. But in their eyes you see the truth. An empty soul, a bit of youth. They say you're nothing without me, but I found my way, now I see. Gonna leave the lies behind. I got strength, I got my mind. No more strings to hold me tight. I walk away into the night. A brand new start, a brand new soul. Finally, I'm free to go. You're the reason for the pain, they say. If you just change, they find their way. With arrogance, they wear a mask. Afraid of every shadow cast. They fool the world, but not for long. The weak disguise can't hold so strong. It's time to find who you can be and break away to finally breathe. They say you're nothing without me, but I found my way, now I see. Gonna leave the lies behind. I got strength, I got my mind. No more strings to hold me tight. I walk away into the night. A brand new start, a brand new soul. Finally, I'm free to go. You're the reason for the pain. They say if you just change, they find their way. With arrogance, they wear a mask. Afraid of every shadow cast. They fool the world, but not for long. The weak disguise can't hold so strong. It's time to find who you can be and break away to finally breathe. They say you're nothing without me, but I found my way, now I see. Gonna leave the lies behind. I got strength, I got my mind. No more strings to hold me tight. I walk away into the night. A brand new start, a brand new soul. Finally, I'm free to go. Change your routine, don't tip them off. Smiling in secret, don't get caught. Call a friend, start saving up. One step closer, just don't stop. Set up a place, make it right. When the day comes, just take flight. Leave it all, don't look behind. Freedom waits, just cross that line. The need for them will start to fade. 6 months of silence, I'll be saved. With time the scars begin to heal. A life alone, a life that's real. The dreams I held, The world is mine, I'll make it right. The pain is gone, the fear is past. I found myself, I'm free at last. They say you're nothing without me, but I found my way, now I see. Gonna leave the lies behind. I've got strength, I've got my mind. No more strings to hold me tight. I'll walk away into the night. A brand new start, a brand new soul. Finally, I'm free to go. Oh, 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 I'm free.
And that's free to go. So oftentimes people will ask, what were you thinking? What's the song about? And so I want to help you understand kind of how it relates. I was watching a movie called It Ends With Us. And unbeknownst to me, when I first began writing the song, it was about domestic violence. And it reminded me of someone that I know who's in a situation that is atrocious, and they and their children are just, their lives are in danger. The person that he is involved with is just, if there were ever a human who could be a demon, it would be her. Like, she's that atrocious, right? And I find myself often talking to him in things that I write, in things that I do, in songs that I put together, always letting him know, kind of in a coded way, that you can get out of this. Here are the steps. And what this particular song does is it gives the steps. You'll hear her say that in 6 months you'll be safe, and or 6 months of silence, I'll be safe. So when you have a 6 month window away from it, because a lot of people don't understand that abusive relationships are like a drug, right? They just keep holding on to you, and you have to break free from that addiction. And so you have to have anywhere from 30 days to 180 days to get that addiction out of your system, oftentimes based on how long you were together. Sometimes it's based on the emotional damage that was done. And while therapists will tell you that you need to be in therapy during that time, I have seen it done both with therapy and without therapy. And so that's what this song is about. It's about being free and getting out of that abusive relationship. So you'll hear in the song, it says, "Oh, how they say they love you so. Can't picture life if you let go. A smile so wide, a heart so hollow, yet curse your name when no one follows." It's how the abuser will tell you how much they love you and they need you, and they will they can't live without you. You can't leave them. If you try to leave, they try to cling to you. It's just a cycle that you get stuck in, and you've got to break yourself out of the cycles. It says they pull the strings, they hold you tight. Say none will love you quite this right. No one will love you as much as I do. That is a telltale sign that it's time to go. But in their eyes you see the truth, an empty soul, a bitter youth. They tell you that you're nothing without them, and now you've got to find your way and see that you're leaving the lies behind. You've got the strength and you've got the might, the strength of mind to be able to do so. And so that's really what this song is about. It's about overcoming the abuse, seeing through the lies, understanding them to be the lies that they are, and then being willing to take that step to actually get out of there. In the full length story, it literally gives step by step by step every single thing that you need to do to get out, um, from calling a friend, starting brand new. And those are the things that people often have to do, because in those situations you're often financially imprisoned, and so you have to have somebody you can shift money to, so that they can hold the money, so that when the day comes for you to leave, you have that ability to go. And it's hard to find people who will do that. And it's sad because so many times we have people left in these situations and there's nothing they can do. And so as I was thinking about this song, I thought about a lot of the people in our audience, the men that we work with, the gentlemen who are caught in these situations with these corrupted women, women who are just nightmares. And what they'll do is they will start fights, and then they start throwing a million accusations at you all at once. And you're sitting here going, where are you getting this from? And you're listening to this lunacy and this craziness, and you're looking at this person who's 180 degrees away from where they normally are. And so it becomes this just confusion, and you're sitting there and you're like, what just happened? It's time to go. That's not normal. The two of us can sit down and have a conversation. And it doesn't matter if you're a female and you're going through it with a male. The two of you should be able to sit down and have a conversation. And when they start cycling, they start going crazy, you got to go, because it's not long before it leads to violence. So, thank you for sharing the premiere of Free to Go with me. I hope you love it. Leave your comments and let me know your thoughts below. Have a great day.